Hi guys, it's Mina. Welcome back to another nighttime pouring episode. Tonight I am doing my do's and don'ts challenge because Rinske Douna challenged me and she gave me some pretty tough do's and don'ts. So thank you so much, Rinske. This has been so much fun and I've really enjoyed the challenge because it was very challenging. So one of the most challenging aspects of this was the color palette. Rinske had asked me to use a jungle color palette, which I thought was really fun and really got me thinking. And I did several iterations and a couple of different test pieces to figure out which colors that I really like. And I think I've come up with a palette that I do really like and I'm really happy with. So let me show you what those colors are now. The first one that I'm going to be using for my base coat is this Artie's Colors in green gold. And it's very pretty. Beautiful, like moss almost is what it reminds me of. And I have actually put that on the edges of my canvas already just to ensure that we get good coverage on there. And the next color I'm using is by Pebeo Studio Acrylics. This one is Terra Rouge or Tararosa. Very pretty color. Very similar to that dark maroon that we used the other day when we did our tourmaline opal painting, but a little bit more brown tones to it. So that's the Pebeo Studios. The next one we have is Amsterdam Naples Yellow, which I really like this color very much. It's very pretty, it's very soft, very buttery, and it works well with so far everything that I've put it next to. And instead of a white, this is a great option because it's not like really bright in your face yellow. Okay, next one we have Golden's Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold, which I love. It's just so pretty. And this thing is like this shapeshifter, man. Sometimes it's orange, sometimes it's yellowy gold, and sometimes it even has like a greenish cast to it, which is really cool. So my paint is not super thick, leaving a slight mound on a mound and then sinking. It does leave a trace. So, okay. And then, last but not least, I am using another Folk Art Treasure Gold. This is gold. So this is really pretty. And right now, the Floetrol looks like it's making it a little cloudy, but it's actually going to be like that. It was really beautiful when I poured it out of the bottle. I was like, wow. And you guys know how much I love my 24 karat, so. But that stuff's not cheap, it's expensive. So the first do was to use a jungle palette. The second one was to have an off-center design. And the third one was to make sure I use negative space. I leave negative space. My don'ts were don't use any white. Don't use more than 3 colors in a cup. And that's the one, because you guys know how I like to layer my cups. That was especially challenging for me. And the last don't was don't use a square canvas. So we are using this lovely rectangular 18 by 24 canvas from the edge. It is gallery wrapped and 1.5 inches deep. Okay, so I wanted to show you one of the test pieces that I did. And when I first started thinking about this, the thing that was tripping me up was 3 colors in a cup. Don't use more than 3 colors in a cup. So I was like, okay, well, I could just use multiple cups then. So I actually ended up with like 9 colors. And I did this whole thing and poured it on there and it was crazy. So it ended up as a ring pour, which I do want to show you because it is really pretty. But this, can you get over here? This is that Terra Rouge color with the nickel Azo Gold and the gold. And I had Van Dyke Brown in here and I had copper in here and I had a couple of other greens in here and it was pretty crazy. So, but I do like the way that the Terra Rouge looks and I do love the nickel Azo Gold in there and I even like the Naples Yellow and the regular gold. So it was pretty cool. In terms of test pieces to give you an idea of how things are going to play together, I really like this one a lot. What we're going to do, we're going to put down a base coat of that green gold from Artie's Colors. And then I'm going to layer a cup and I'm going to do a ribbon pour with only 3 of these colors. And then I'm going to use my gold and put in very thin lines and ribbons of that at the end. So that's the game plan. Okay, so let's check the consistency of this. Still seems a bit thick to me. I'm just going to water it down just a touch. You go over there, you go over there, you come over here. And we're going to lay down our base crease cut. And I'm going to spread that out. I'm going to keep a little bit of that just in case. So that's that done. Okay. All right, let's layer a cup. All right, so we're only using these three colors, the Terra Rouge, the Naples Yellow, and the Azo Gold. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of the, and I'm gonna do smaller, thinner layers rather than bigger layers. Okay. Because I don't wanna have just 3 layers in the entire cup, I wanna have more than that. So for that size canvas, we actually need 15 ounces of paint to cover the whole thing, but I don't want to cover the whole thing. I just want to lay down a ribbon. So this is a 9-ounce cup. I think this is going to be way more than enough paint to get all the way across the canvas, but we'll see how it goes. Putting contrasting colors, light, dark, light, dark. I'm just repeating the same pattern pretty much. Okay, I'm gonna pour the gold into this little Dixie cup then, so that I can control it a little bit better. Okay. All right, so you come back here. All right, let's do this. We're gonna do a wandering straight pour, kind of around the canvas. So I have to stay off center and I have to leave negative space. Let's do a small runway. All right. So we're going to start over here actually, and I'm just going to put a very thin line. Okay, now we're going to pour our cup along that path. Are you ready, husband awesomeness?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. And the closer you hold your cup to the canvas, the more of those fingerlings you can get. Okay, well that looks pretty cool. I love this, that like the Azo Gold with the Naples Yellow. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more of my gold. I'm going to go along the edge, just a super thin line. Okay, let's tilt it out. I love this part. Not so much that part, so that part's going to get really stretched. But let's take this way a little bit first, and then we'll talk about going that way, because we want to leave negative space on here. So we're going to stretch this up this way first, and then we're going to take it down. This way. Open that up a bit. I'm going to lose a little bit of the Naples Yellow there at the bottom. Do I want to take this all the way down?
I think it'll look better when it opens up.
Yeah. I love this. I really like this. We can't take some of that off at the bottom. We may have to pour another cup. What do you think about this? Should I take that off? That's pretty cool. I kind of like it, but I feel like it needs something a little bit. What if I took the marble and came along the edge, and then like along this edge? I think along that edge would be cool, because then I can do something in here. Yeah.
Something subtle would be good too.
Yes, very subtle. We're gonna grab our marble. I'm actually gonna start it over here. Cross your fingers. How's that for subtle? Alright. Do you think we should do it along this edge too?
Yep.
Let me get a clean marble. Okay. We're actually going to start over here. Pick up some of the color from the other part and pull it through there. I like that better. I like that a lot. What do you think of this thing?
I think it adds balance.
I like it. A little bit. This, I love this. This is so cool in here. Are those your hot rod flames, HY?
Yep.
Jungle flames, baby. Oh, we mow it. Oh, we mow it. So this is very cool in here, and that Naples Yellow is just doing amazing things. I'm not so crazy about this, but I think it's gonna dry really cool, and these lines have this very like 3D feeling to them. That kind of reminds me of like, what is that, a big palmetto leaf? Of course not in these colors, but just the shape of it. I'm glad we did the marble, and I'm glad we did it minimally. I kind of want to do it through here, but because I don't really like that line of gold, maybe we can just... either. Okay, I'm gonna put a marble through that part. Just on that gold section. I like it. All right, so I'm gonna stop here with this, and I will show you guys this one when it's dry. I did give Rinske some really cool do's and don'ts, which she will tell you about, so make sure you check out her pour. This is cool. I will show you guys this one when it's dry. I'll see you soon. So I wanted to show you guys the dried results from our In the Jungle pour. I'm so pleased with how this came out. First of all, I love this green. This was that green gold from Artie's, from the ones that Fiona sent me. Really, really beautiful color. And we also used the Pebeo Studios Terra Rouge, which is this darker kind of burgundy. And I'm loving where it mixed with the nickel Azo Gold and with the Naples Yellow. It's just so pretty, and I love how dark this came out. I really like the gold, especially that we did the marble roll just through the edges, very minimally. Can you get like real close up in here, HOA? All these super fine lines.
Fire.
So this one turned out really, really beautiful. I'm very, very pleased with this. I don't know if you guys saw me pour this other one, but I'm going to show it to you real quick because it's these same colors without the green base coat. And this one was just a ring pour with the nickel Azo Gold and the Naples Yellow and the gold and that Terra Rouge, which not as much of it. So, but that one came out really, really, like especially in here, these lines are so super fine, kind of trippy. So this was awesome. This was our do's and don'ts challenge with Rinske Douna. Thank you so much, Rinske, for including me and thinking of me. This was probably one of the most challenging pours I've done in terms of thinking about how the composition was going to work with only 3 colors in a cup and which colors to use, and you know, so it was a very good brain challenge. I enjoyed it. So I do want to call out someone else to continue the do's and don'ts challenge, and I watch a lot of artists, and someone that I love her work and I love her style is Manon Petit. So Manon Petit, I'm going to challenge you to a do's and don'ts, and please let me know if you accept the challenge, and we will talk some more about it. But I think this is going to be really exciting. She's such a sweetheart. If you haven't checked out her channel yet, please go do so. It's Manon Petit Art, and I will link her up here for you. And this was awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to actually take these two outside and show you them in the sun as well before we go. So, and make sure you check out Sarah Mack and Olga Sobi in their do's and don'ts challenges as well today, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for being here.